Maximus Analysis here for a late evening session on August 24th, 2016. And we had a little bit of pull or basically drop today in the markets. Came pretty much below or around my 2174 level that I have. So let's look at the 15-minute to just look at the daily session. And they dropped all the way to 2170. And right now we're just looking again, they got past all this congestion area. So this was the area that I was like, I wonder if they're going to be able to chew through this area. And you can see that they retraced up to it. Now we will continue to look to see if they're going to recapture this 2080 area. Now if we take this off and we just kind of just see, there's a lot of, if there's any type of pivot, and this is the 15-minute, we're looking at these lows right here, okay, to see if they're going to come pop up into the morning up to 2180 and then try to go. Now the level below this is 2162, and I do post these every morning. I actually post a couple different futures. I post gold, crude, and the ES. Again, if you want to get those levels, follow me on Twitter and you'll see them posted every morning. But we'll continue to watch here because again we have the Fed meeting, so I don't know where we're going to be. This is the daily, where we're going to be in regards to tomorrow's action, if there is any at all, going into the Fed for Friday. But continue to watch this, because if we look at, this is the daily, if we look at the weekly time frame, again we can see that they're still very, very extended, and I think they could easily, again this is the breakout high of 2134. All right, 2133 and 75. Don't give me a break. But they could easily go test that, and I think they're going to come deeper into this move than most people will feel comfortable with. And again, it'll be the most uncomfortable trade that I'll be looking to take, and continue to look at these numbers. But again, you can see that the ES is still in a very painful move. Remember, and I'll say this again, July 25th. The high was 2172. We're at 2174, and that is a month ago. 4 weeks of painful option theta roasting action. So again, this is why I want to trade breakouts, and many people are like, this thing is going to the moon. No, not like that. So again, not with the euphoria like that either. But let's look at the NQ, and you see that we have something similar in regard to the weekly. They're setting up for a nice little turn back into this 4600 level. The YM again is at that 1850 area. When I see it break 18 or even 17.5, I want to see how they're going to do at that point. Now I will take longs around there, and I'll watch to see how much strength they have up. They give me a lower high, I will short it again, but I am looking to go into long and see how much they're going to go. Looking at crude, again, I'm glad that I'm glad that I told everybody to roll their stops up, because that one is giving back a lot. Okay, it got to the 46, 47 level. So if you got stopped out there, congratulations. The long was, and I've been posting it like crazy on my newsletter. The long was in this area, and the stop was below this 38.09 or break above this, but these levels held very well. Inverse head and shoulders. A lot of people are looking for this neckline thing. I just saw the higher low with I think a false breakout at this level. So look for the next trade. Don't add. Don't be a pig. Just wait. Again, that's $6 that you've gotten, and gotten actually very, very well without a lot of heat at all. So let's see the next setup set itself up. And if you're still in it, let's say you had 4 contracts, you took off 2, you put your last one at maybe you rolled up the third one to 46, 47, maybe you put the last one for break even or around this 43.12 area. But again, if it goes back to 38, that's my line in the sand again, and I will take a trade around that area as well. Looking at, I think in gold, actually, again, this is the reason why I've been telling everybody, just wait. I wanted to get to this 1287.5 area, 1290. I mean, I'm not going to be too much of a stickler before I look to get long this name, because it would still be breaking this long base. This is 3 years ago. So it's gotten above all this mess and finally layering back above, and it's going to be taken using these highs as support. I like it, but it has to come to my area. If it doesn't, that's fine. Again, I took a long, if you've been watching, I took a long around here, and it got stopped out, and I said, all right, I'm going to wait until it didn't continue. I'm going to wait for it to pull back down before we, and it will, trust me, it will. So we'll continue to watch from here. A lot of names didn't really do much. You have Priceline. Again, see what it's going to do on this weekly time frame. But again, the long, again, this is why I'd say do not trade the breakouts. Again, there might be people saying 1500. It could come, but not like this. Okay, so I'm not taking any breakouts. That's not what I like to do. Amazon, a lot of people are saying I'm silly for saying, listen, this could be a blow off type of top. But if it retraces and comes back below, again, I have big resistance here at 789. 50 and 769.50. Okay, this is my area of resistance. Now it blows above that. I said, okay, they could sneak past and get to the 800, but I'm not, again, not taking it at these levels. It's just not where I want to take the action. Netflix, again, it still has those lower highs in place, so I'm just, it's sometimes, again, you can look at all this 50% retracement of this range, but I need a pattern better than this to trade, and I don't want that at all. And that was evident actually with Facebook, because yes, it did hold this trend line, but the trend was just not, I didn't like the pattern. So again, if I don't like the pattern, I'm not taking the trade versus, you know, the market has to come to me. Another example of that, Tesla. Okay, this weekly is horrible over the, I don't know where it's going to go. So again, I'm still bullish, but I would prefer to have some type of verification. Now you see the selling volume has died off a little bit, but let's see what happens when the overall market wakes up and retraces. So again, I'm still bullish this name. I just want to see something that is a little bit better pattern than this. So we'll continue to watch that. Apple, again, looks like it's going to be rolling over again. This is the area of resistance, still a lower high, even though, you know, if people will only look at the break of the channel, it broke the channel, but it's still in a lower high situation. Volume is tapered off, so I would look at this. I am bearish this name, quite honestly, and we'll go from there. So again, continue to watch names. Also Baidu, watch this one. Remember the pattern we talked about, the king and queen pattern? Well, it looks like it's setting up again, and this one has 1, 2, 3. This will be the fourth one. So wait for this week to come, because this could be some type of support, but this 200-day moving average, but I still think that it still has some weakness. But again, these lower highs and these higher lows, I'm still going to go and say I have a bias towards the bear side. So we'll continue to watch. Tomorrow I'm not expecting that much information coming out. People waiting for the Fed, and it's annoying. Trust me, I hate it, because the market's already been sideways, let alone have the Fed come in and really bore things to death. But we'll continue to watch and go from there. So I'll see you tomorrow. I got a chart request I'll probably be doing in the middle of the day, working on some material, and we'll get it done. So take care, comment, subscribe, share, and appreciate you. Take care.